Welcome back, baseball fans, to another elimination video. We are eliminating the Seattle Mariners, the unfortunate team that actually won their series, but they beat an exposed team that wasn't very good. They weren't very good. They had to win by a number of games. They couldn't quite pull it off. They only finished a game over 500, and it was the White Sox, oddly enough, who pushed them into the 9th spot in the league. And the top 8 move into the 3rd round, so that's a sad break for Seattle. They won a series but get eliminated, which doesn't happen very often, but that's how the math works sometimes. You can have a 3rd place team play a really bad 2nd place team and not gain much ground, which is exactly what happened. 22-21, but a team that didn't exist back in this era. So that's a pretty cool feat to have a winning record. 22-21. Toronto was under 500, but they played in a tough division with the Orioles, Red Sox, and Yankees. And starting at this team, I want to mention Lou Marone will finally be retired, and we'll see that at the end of this video. He should be in the Hall of Fame or Ring of Honor because he went to 3 straight All-Star games as a Seattle closer. He has 9 saves, a 2.08 ERA, a .15 WHIP, and clearly has been the greatest Mariner of all time from this era, and the man only played 35 innings in 1969, and we'll look at his card soon. The rest of the pitching staff did all right. You don't necessarily see it in the wins and loss column, though. 96 innings for Steve Klein. He got a couple complete games, did well against the Expos. We like Skip Lockwood, 5-6, but a 2.97 ERA. And even the 3-starter Luke Walker was okay. The big star of the offense, though, was John Ellis and his ridiculous 63 hits, which puts him in the running for hits leader in the American League. Unfortunately, Rod Carew will take that award, as Rod Carew is still hitting around 400. But a 360 performance by John Ellis with a card hits 294, one of the most remarkable performances by a number of catchers in the American League who all caught fire this year. I'm talking Carlton Fisk, Thurman Munson, Ray Fosse, Gene Tennis, John Ellis. Ellis didn't even go to the All-Star game. Joe Pepitone, they love him here. They were glad that he didn't continue on in New York or Chicago. A great glove at first, can play center if needed. 286 hitter, 8 homers, 24 RBI. Great year for Pepitone. Kurt Motton, Orioles couldn't keep him, and the Mariners said, please, we could use him. 278, 827. 3 great performances right there at the top. We have some Mendoza line guys, Magic, Maxwell, and Price. Of those 3, it's Dale Maxwell. He hit 160, but his glove was very important in the middle of that Seattle defense to help them get a winning record. But it's time to look now at the Mariners and see who is coming back. And we look at the top, and he's a 69 card. We'll look at it right now, as a matter of fact. There it is, folks. Lou Marone's 1969 performance with the Pittsburgh Pirates, just as an extra player. He gets snatched up by the Mariners 4 years ago and has been their closer every time and been to 3 All-Star games. Pretty remarkable Lou Marone performance. Well, he'll be one of the 69 guys that gets eliminated. And there they go. 8 guys. Some are coming back and some are gone for good. Interesting. Got a lot of research to do on these guys. But who's coming back? The Mariners will need a closer moving forward. They went pitcher heavy. 6-6 split. And one of those positions is a closer that they have to replace. So Ellis, here it is. This card at 360. Hit everything he could hit. 294 card. And 136 at-bats. And I just hit 360 and 175 at-bats with this card. Pepitone at first, Price backup catcher. You have Woods and May in the outfield, and Maxwell's coming back to give you good defense at short. He's a 2.19. Not a whole lot of offense there. Some nice pieces, but the quantity's kind of bare. Pitching, though, we have some solid Oh, we have an interesting mix. We got 3 starters and 3 relievers. Though you could put Diego Segui in the here. Yeah, you could just have Segui replace Dick Woodson because he's a starter 6, and then you just need to get a left-handed reliever and a right-handed reliever to join the Marcells. So it's an interesting situation for a surprisingly good team in the last year. So let's take a look at what the Seattle Mariners are going to be doing with their 1969 guys. Okay, Seattle fans, let's see what the Mariners decide to do with those 8 guys. We're going to take a look at Jerry Adair. Played for the Orioles and the Kansas City Royals. Started in '58, nice long career. There's Jerry. And 66. You know what's really interesting here? He may not have gotten himself a World Series ring because he went to the White Sox for most of that year. Did not play for the '66 Oriole World Series team. And he has run out of gas here. So a '69 card we used. And he batted second most of the year, hitting and running behind Ted Uhlaender. And then in '70, nah. Jerry Adair is going to be retired. He's the first retiree of the Seattle Mariners. Next guy, Tom Matchik. Tommy Matchik, 67 to 72. Tiger. Now, the Tigers had problems at third base and shortstop in the season. They probably could have used Tom Matchik, and he wasn't available. So 69 Matchik. And then in '70, he's got a couple combined stat lines for the Red Sox and Kansas City. Don't know if he qualifies for waivers. '71, a slight rebound at 219. Let's see if he qualifies for waivers. And to do this, we're going to have to check for Boston and Kansas City and total teams for the '70. Looking again at the superds.tripod.com/1970 HTML page. It was the Red Sox. Do they have Matchik? They do not. And the other team in question was Kansas City. Red Sox and Kansas City. Do they have Matchik? Let's go check it out. Kansas City. They do. So they made his card for Kansas City, so good news, we can put him on waivers. He doesn't have to retire. Matchik goes on waivers. All right, next up is Lee May, who was a Washington Senator. Not to be confused with the gentleman without the E at the end of his name. The power hitter of the Reds and Astros. Here he is, starting his career at 59. 44 doubles, excuse me, in 64, I was going to say. 69, he had 277 for the Mariners. And he comes back in 70 with a similar kind of year. So he qualifies, 283 plate appearances between Washington and the White Sox. They better have made his card. Do we keep him? Keep him or waive him? He's right on the, 261 corner outfielder with not much glove left. Let's put him on waivers, and if there's no keepers for some reason, we'll keep him. So right now, let's stick him on waivers. Next player, Kurt Motton, another former Oriole. All those extra Orioles, not the core, are all sprinkled throughout the rest of baseball. Orioles couldn't keep them all. Only keep 12 keepers from the original league charter here, and he was not one of them they picked. So 69, 70, and 71. Give him one ring there and 3 postseason appearances, I'm going to guess. 69, though, what a year that was. 303, 6 homers, 100 at-bats, 971 OPS. My goodness. The 70 card, I'm pretty sure that exists, with a 762 OPS and a lot of walks. This could be a fun card. And the 71 card, also 751. And then he runs out of gas as a pinch hitter. So, question remains, do they make a 70 card for Baltimore? You can waive them if they do. We'll look at Baltimore, see if Strat-O-Matic made the Kurt Motton card. And Blair, Buford, Redmond, Robinson. I don't think so. Extra players. Oh, they did. They made his extra player card. So, we'll put him on waivers. And now you see that Lee May would be a more desirable player to move from waivers to keeper if they have to. It's not looking good. No keepers yet for Seattle. That's not good news. Next guy is Rick Renick. Rick Renick played from 68 to 72. Was a twin. Rick Renick. And 69, he had 245. Comes back the following year with a little more slugging, a little more power, slightly more power, and 204 plate appearances. Does it sound like he's going to go on waivers, folks? Yep, he does. So now, what's interesting is all your waiver guys could be keepers. So, which is not great news if you're going to keep all four of these guys who are pretty much on the borderline for the league. But the good news is it's not like you have 5 retirees. Then you're really scrambling. Then you got to move some of the 12 guys that you already have active. Next up, Eulander. No, Eulander, said the arguing pilots at the beginning of the Airplane movie. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and yeah, you get the idea. Eulander, there is Ted, and he has a nice year. Batting average wise, good glove, got MVP votes in 68, 69, 70, 71, 71, 288. Now he's a keeper. They'll keep him. This team has nice defense. They have Maxwell playing good defense at short, Pepitone at first, solid first baseman. Eulander's a good defensive outfielder with he has 11 homers in 70, so he's a definite keeper. Now we'll move to the pitchers, of which there are 2. The first one is Dick Woodson. We mentioned that Diego Segui could go into the rotation, take Dick Woodson's spot. And if Woodson goes into the bullpen, it would be a nice little flip. So Woodson, he's got a 30 innings in 70. But in 72, folks, bingo. That's what you want. That's what you're looking for. Look at this year. 1972 Dick Woodson. Forget the 14-14 record. I'm looking at the 2.72 ERA, 36 starts, 9 complete games, 251 innings, and a .116 whip. This is what Seattle needs. So, he will go on rotation, and Segui will go back to the bullpen. So Woodson, that's a definite keeper there. Outstanding. And I'm going to make a note. It's all about the 1972 for Dick Woodson. And we have one more pitcher to go, and it's our guy, Lou Marone. Did some research on the guy, so as we'll see here. Lou Marone, 69 and 70. He was in the Pirate farm system for a long time. He got the call up at age 23 and 69. 29 games, 35 innings, .04 whip. You know, did the job. And in 70, only 2 1/3 innings. For some reason, they did not gain the trust of Bill Verdon. His stats, you know, are not bad at all. But for some reason, could not get into the Pirate bullpen. I pulled this article from the September 72 Pittsburgh Press. Lou Marone, It's Now or Never, by the writer Bob Smizik, 1972. The man they call the Toad, and he wants to be here again. He badly wants to be a major league pitcher. Lou Marone will be in the bullpen tonight when the Pirates open a 3-game series against the Phillies. So, you know, I want to check this article out. It's now or never, Lou Marone. Obviously, it doesn't work out for the guy. But he says, quote, "I've had a lot of opportunities. Now I've got to go out and show them I can do it. This is it for me. It's do or die." Well, Lou, I gave you the shot. Darn it, I gave it to you, Lou, and you delivered the goods. 4 straight years of quality relief, 3 All-Star games. I was right. The Pirates were wrong. There you go. That's it. That's the end subject. Lou Marone, he gets to retire in glory. It's not like he didn't make the team. It was, hey, he retired to do something better than play baseball. Maybe he should start his own Strat-O-Matic company or something. Anyway, congratulations, Lou Marone. A fine year in Seattle. You will sorely be missed. They're going to need a closer to replace you. That's it tonight for the Seattle Mariners. Nice season, but it all has come to an end. Thanks for checking out the elimination videos. We'll see you next time.